Okay, so here we'll just create a room for the trade show. Starting off in the trade show room. So there's just a few people that private messaged us that they want to be invited to the meeting. We're just currently inviting them right now to finalize that process. Okay, so now I'm going to invite these users right now, and as more show up, we can always invite them live from inside the environment. So launch, you should see me join now, and shortly I'll see a bunch of you inside that VR environment. So let me just first mute so we don't have feedback and echoing of our voices. And it'll just take a minute for users to join inside this environment. Once they start joining, we'll see them populate the environment as avatars. Oh, there's our first user. Hello. So to navigate the environment, you have two options depending on the camera you selected. Of course, if you use WASD while holding the right mouse click, you'll be able to navigate the environment like a first person, or simply use the roll, left click and right click to drag yourself around that environment. So just here we'll be inviting more users that joined in. Great, so we've invited 3 more users, also Mike Monroe on the bottom. Perfect, so now more users should have gotten live invites. So notice how after I set the room and after I've already invited my initial team, on the fly, as we're having conversations in our environment, we might have the need to invite another coworker that's a specialist in another field, or invite another person that we think really wants to see this. So on the fly, after I've already created the room, simply go back to my environment and invite further users that can benefit from this environment. Each one of them right now would have had a notification, and if they reply back to it, we'll start seeing them populate in this environment in the default position right here as avatars. Now, of course, the avatars are changeable and customizable. You can upload your own avatars. So if this is a private, black tie event, for example, you can upload your own avatars wearing tuxedos. Or if this is defense related, then you can bring in your own avatar with your own country's camouflage colors. So you show a united front, right? Or if you're team members of, let's say, a larger prime, a larger entity, and you all want to come in with your uniform, absolutely doable. So you have the ability to do that. And of course, if you're in virtual reality, because you have controllers in your hand, like so, you'd be able to see those in a VR environment as hands, and you can interact with it. Now, we're also bringing in a new feature that was requested by some of our global partners. They want a handshake feature, where the idea is if I'm inside one of these booths, I can have a handshake with someone, and that handshake will initiate a private meeting. So I see a few more users here. I see a Randy Spittle over here hiding behind the laptop. Hello, sir. How are you doing? And of course, one of these fancy buttons, let's say if I want to bring everybody in my team or my group here to, let's say, focus on this banner for any reason or so, simply click on my banner and I can bring everybody here at one point. Let me just confirm what type. Yes, line type. And now I can bring everybody here so we know who's actually in the room. So we currently have 2 users. As mentioned, currently there is no limit to how many users you can bring into Xplorer. It all really determines by the strength of your bandwidth and your local server's capability. Of course, I can share with the whole team my business card or my information, whether it's question form or videos or so on. So, I see a new user, a Mr. Moreau. I believe he's here somewhere. There he is. Hello, welcome for joining us. It's customary to nod in digital world to let them know that you identify them. And of course, I can switch that business card into a video so everybody sees a product that I'm trying to show them. And feel free to scale up or scale down the video by just simply dragging in the bottom right corner. Now, we are going to be adding a feature in the next few weeks because we noticed that when we bring everybody in the same environment and everybody has the ability to talk and hear audio and give audio back, is the room gets echoey very fast, and you end up with a lot of audio conflicts. So the best way to do this is we brought in a very advanced technology that we stole from a walkie-talkie, simply a speak button. If you want to speak, hit a toggle a speak button, and that will activate or unmute you as a specific user, and you can say your piece and then unmute, and once you release the button it will it will mute you again, and now you have time for your teammates to hear that clearly and give you talk back to you or speak back to you. So just to check the lobby really quickly, we currently have our Spiral, A Spriggs, and Moreau, of course, and myself. So it all depends on who downloaded the lesson. If they have the lesson downloaded and they're registered, they'll be able to join us from these invitations. And of course, please, if you have any questions, feel free to voice them in the chat. Anything at all, again, please don't feel shy. Odds are, if you have a question about something that you just learned new, odds are other people in the room have the same question. So feel free to don't be a barrier for your own education, and don't be a barrier for someone else's education. Let's share the thoughts here. So I'm just going to teleport everybody here again, just so we get a confirmation check of how many people are inside the room. So I'll hit my teleport, select what type, and everybody should pop up on this yellow line. Hello everybody. Now the interesting part is again here, anybody else joining us before I jump to the other room? I see Mr. Will Porter. Please just give us a quick update. Where are you? Did you download the project, download the Explorer? This way we can see if we move to the next room or we wait for you in this lobby. Now, of course, if you look at your bottom right menu, all of you should have this icon here. And by expanding it, you won't get an extensive list like me, but you will get a laser pointer. Feel free to click on any object that you want to highlight, and this will bring the attention of either guests, people you're meeting with, team members, whatever the case may be, in case you want to highlight an object to be a point of discussion. In the lobby, I see R. Spidal, A. Spriggs, K. Elite, and Moreau currently. I believe we're waiting for a Mr. Will Porter. Alrighty, now that we have everybody in this lobby, together we will jump to a different environment. So I'll just teleport everybody with me here to the auditorium room. Welcome everybody. And now from here, of course, we will jump into the second lesson, or into the connected lesson with a focus on the auditorium.